First, do you have a check that doesn't lose material and it doesn't sell you the game? Do you have a check? This is the server owner, concurrent to July 25th, 2026. It's currently 9:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm currently here with the champion 101, or at least that's his display on Just.com. Say hi.
Yo.
So today I'm teaching him today I decided to show him the London system. This is what he made a few mistakes, so it takes back. This is not a serious match. In matter of fact, I'm gonna try to let him. I'm gonna do everything in my power to let him win this one. So this is the position, and without further ado, I'm gonna continue. So do you know how earlier I said this bishop on G3 was the best move?
Yeah.
So when you take it, the best move is to actually take it with the H2 pawn, the H pawn, not the F pawn, H pawn.
The H pawn.
Yeah. Do you know why? Or at least should I explain why?
Yeah, explain why.
Your rook on H1 now has a direct line of attack. So now this makes it hard for black. You would take it with the queen, preferably. Taking with the pawn's
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Taking with the pawn's fine, but you would want to take it with the queen in this case.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And now,
so it could give the queen more freedom.
And now, ideally, I actually don't know ideally how to set this up. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this, and now here's the best part. When it comes to opposite side castling, it's total war. Cause both sides are trying to both throw their pawns at the king. So in this case, I would probably play something like G4. Pawn to G4, not queen to G4. Okay, not bad. So now, when you're losing a game of chess, you actually have to be careful about your opponent's moves. So here's the question. I played A5. Do you see a threat?
Do I see a threat?
It's moving. Does moving the pawn do anything? That's the question.
Wouldn't it allow the castle to go to A6, and in a few moves it will get out?
No, because if it goes to A6, bishop takes rook. No, that would be a stupid plan. No, the idea is that you toss the pawns in a coordinated fashion to open the king. The king is currently protected by the castle, but it can't do that now. And here's the most important factor: how many moves does it take for that pawn to get to the castle? Not the castle. The castle's called the rook. How long does it take for that pawn that I push to reach the pawns on A2 and B2?
Around 3.
More than at least 2. So, given that you don't have a threat, here's your plan. First, do you have a check that doesn't lose material and it doesn't sell you the game? Do you have a check?
I don't think so.
Can you capture something without losing material?
I could. No.
Now, can you create an attack? You actually have a lot of ways to create an attack. Now, mind you, this is not every position. Not every position in the London system will look like this, but I gave you a way to win. So in this position, you have to think about. So think about this. Say you got 3 moves in a row. How would you checkmate the king?
3 moves in a row. How could I checkmate the king?
Alright, can I give you the hints?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, now here's the first thing. When you go here and then here, would that be checkmate? Would that be checkmate?
Yeah.
No. The knight. You have to think about defenses. When it comes to attacking a king, you have to try to remove defenses. The good news is you can at least try to set that up and then play G5. You can also try doubling the rooks first and then play this. Actually, no, hold on. You can also play rook and then bring the rook over and then you would push the pawn, and then you would bring the queen, and it would be a triple battery.
Damn.
So you have a lot of moves. I'll let you choose. You can play G5 immediately. You can play Rook H2. You can play Queen to H3. It's your choice. Okay, not the worst move in the world. Okay, so if I do this, there's immediate punishment. I want you to find it. I want you to find it and say the move before you actually play it.
I could use the queen to go to h6, or I could use the bishop on d3 to go to
Not the no your sacrifice does not work. Your first plan is better. Queen to h6.
Queen to h6.
This is what I want to see. Queen to h6 right here. That's what I want to see. And now I have two legal moves. And now you have a variety of moves. You still can't sack the bishop yet. Remember when I said use pawns to lead the attack?
Yeah.
I want you to do that now. So I do that, trying to avoid this immediate mate in 1, and it still protects the knight. The problem, it doesn't work. I want you to find a move before I explain it. You have 10. I have to give you 30 seconds.
Oh, so I could use the queen to take the pawn on the left. Could that be an option?
No, absolutely not. You sack the queen and you lose your firepower. As far as I'm concerned, your best move involves the pawn that you just pushed.
Oh, why did I not see it before? The pawn to
Great question, because
F6.
take the knight. And now it's forced mate. Want to know why?
Why?
You have two checkmate options, and I can't stop both of them at the same time. So I can stop. So what happens if I? So let's see what happens if I stop this one. What do you do now?
Dude, I think you might need to give me a hint right here.
You have mate in 1. You literally have mate in 1. That's your hint. No. Oh dear God. Okay, here's what I want you to do. That was absolutely not it. So here's what I'm gonna do. Move the queen back where it was. That was absolutely not the move. Great, you don't even have it now. Yeah, this is bogus because you took a pawn. The pawn was here. The queen hangs, but you have made it 1. It's queen to h7.
Queen to h7.
h7. It's this move.
Oh, why didn't I see that before?
That's a great question because the instruction I gave you, in case you haven't noticed, I literally instructed you to make this whole battery. Play it. End the game. Congrats.